Sugi Jokshini Toka Nende Gempadi Joku Viram Guru Rasamallakam Niriyataya Ange Churang Sogi Choknam Rangchu Bardu Dakni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Tsunam Ki Jola Penchir Sange Jupa Tsunam Ki Jola Penchir Sange Jupa Sange Nam Changchu Bardu Daki Chunyen Jola Penchir Sange
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, homework.
Yay.
Okay. Let's do this thing. What is the karmic status of the foundation consciousness?
Neutral.
And yeah, one more adjective.
Karmically neutral.
Was not predicted by Lord Buddha.
That's not an adjective.
No, it's not.
I don't think what I'm thinking of is quite an adjective either. It's descriptive though. It's neutral and it doesn't blankety blank a blank. Oh man.
It's not an obstacle.
Geshe-la.
Ask me.
Oh.
You got it, Geshe-la. Woo!
How much money did I get? Yeah, forget it. That's okay. That's okay.
Ask Allison. All right. Why is this status important to its ability, or its ability? I don't know. For its ability to hold and perceive ripened seeds.
Was this in the text, or is this just kind of like open to interpretation?
Good question. I was just about to say it's kind of not in the text, but we discussed it, I believe, in the Golden Key along with this, and it makes a lot of sense. It's not that big of a leap. I don't think it's directly in the text though. Good question.
Well, then is it because then no good seed that ripened in it could be totally good if it were negative or something like that? Like it would affect the, like, yeah.
It wouldn't affect the seeds that are being planted.
It would somehow affect the seeds that were planted or as you perceive them or so forth. Exactly, Sir Nicholas. Okay. What does the word semchen mean in the context of defining foundation consciousness? And what text is this usage? What text is the usage of this term from, and by whom?
I don't know all that, but Semchan is the one who has the mind for consciousness.
That's what the word usually means, but what does it mean? It's a rare use.
Living being.
Nope.
Mind of consciousness.
Nope. It's weird. You have to. It's very particular to the text.
It
Jason
teaches
Copper
the
used
5
it.
powers in the mind stream of ourself or other people.
It's like the sense power person.
Yeah, sense power. Yes. Sense power. Whoever said it's right. Good. And what text?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand. Good job. Yay. What text is the usage of this term from?
Master Vasubandhu's Uttanam Parchepejapa.
Not Master Basabandu. His,
Wasn't he commenting on Arya's Sangha?
I think Nick said it.
Between the middle and the extremes, or whatever is that?
Yeah.
Madhyanta Vibhanga.
Madhyanta
Yeah.
Vibhanga Karika.
Yeah, that one.
He was in both of them, but okay.
What? I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Yay, whoever said it's right.
Geshe-la also had the quote from Master Vasubandhu's text.
Okay, whatever you
30
say.
verses.
Cool. What does Majip Lungmaten mean?
Non-obstacular, non-prophesized. Neutral, not creating obstacles.
Yay, very good, Nick. You should be a translator. What does Utang Tam Ne Parchepa mean?
I'll refrain. Ooh. Separating the middle from the extremes.
Yes, Nicholas. And Trawarnzin.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I know. Well, we did it in the Golden Key a bunch, and I don't know. I like it.
We did.
We did. We had a whole like.
The
you know-
effulgence.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
I didn't use that exact word, but it's exactly what it means. Illumine, bright. Perfect. Woohoo. We did it. Okay. Your turn, Genla.
All right, welcome back to reality.
Sort of reality.
Just kidding. Okay. I want to review a bit because I did some homework, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you all right? Okay, so here it said, he said the fact that a preta and an animal and a human and a god, deva, can look at the same thing like a glass of water and see separate things is proof that they don't exist. And then we have to supply as outer objects, okay? In the mind-only school, okay? We finished that.
Yep, we did.
Then we said, if you don't agree to this, you're kind of giving up your basic belief as a mind-only person, that emptiness means there's no outer objects, okay? Then he says, well, but we see a discrepancy between what appears to the sense awarenesses and what appears to the kunshi, okay?
Mhm.
And we say, no. Kunshi is holding kunshi when it sees outer objects, okay? All right, kunshi is looking at a part of kunshi, okay? When it perceives it. And so you've got Dundun Nongwei number Sherpa, you have a consciousness appearing as an outer object, okay? As blue, for example, okay? And he quoted a book, right? He quoted a book. And we went and found the book, and it was a commentary, The Examination of Objects by Master Dignaga, okay? And then I went and got you The Examination of Objects by Master Dignaga, and I copied it from Gopher, and sometimes Gopher copies the previous thing you copied, okay? It's a bug.
Ooh.
Oh, is that what happened? Is that why?
Yeah, which is really irritating because I was working on Sugang's text before your text.
Oh, yeah.
So it pasted in, actually pasted in his sutra on the 12 links, okay?
Okay.
So, which happens to be as short as the Mikpatakpa. So I thought, okay, that's fine. Now the examination of objects is only a single page, okay? And there's a very interesting, here's the quotation by the commentator to Dignaga. And he says, look, Dignaga talks about the essence of the object, okay? Dignaga's text talks about the essence of the object, okay? Then it talks about mutual causes. It talks about time with, and then it gives the quotation we're interested in, which is consciousness arises in the aspect of its object, okay? Okay? And this is the part of Dignaga that's interesting for our argument, okay? Consciousness arises in the form of its object.
Is somebody playing music?
It's a specialist house.
Oh.
Okay, now, so now that we have the real Dignaga text, I thought, let's look at it, okay?
Okay.
And it's down here in the different font, okay? It's down here in the different font. And guess what? He's quoting the final lines. He's quoting the final verse. And then that's the end of the book, okay? It's a short book, but it's interesting that he's quoting the final lines, okay? So, Deta Yuki Ngo Dang, therefore, the essence of the object, and right, remember we're talking about objects as manifestations coming out of the kunshi, like blue, okay? Like blue occurring in the refrigerator and not outside, okay? So the potential of the object is mutually causal, okay? And it has been happening for time with no beginning. And the commentary is so beautiful. And that's the commentary that Tsongkhapa quotes, okay? So I want to take you back to that word. And then you can give a really nice explanation in your footnote of why Tsongkhapa was so entranced by this quotation, okay? So let's go back to the query. And it's not very long, it's a few sentences, okay? Let's start here. The big print is what Tsongkhapa quoted, okay? Hang on. Oh, no, let's not cut it there. Let's cut it here. Who's your checker word?
Pecker picker?
Your checker picker?
A checker picker. The one who.
Oh,
Venerable Upala, do you feel like doing it?
okay, here we go. Start here. This is, okay, let's start here actually, okay? Ona.
Isn't there an owl missing from
Yeah,
that?
you're absolutely right. I must have cut it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wondering. Okay. Wona Wangpoi Nupatei Hyuk Kangi Shena Juk Due Tapki De Tenpe Cheer.
Okay, good. So if the sense power has some capacity to trigger an awareness of sense power, okay? If the eye can trigger the visual consciousness, okay? If it has that potential, that power, okay? What gives it that power, okay? Where did that power come from, okay? If you ask, Jugdue Tapki de temperature, Dignaga is closing his composition, and he uses the conclusion of his book to discuss this question.
Mhm.
Dignaga uses the end of his book to discuss this as an excuse, skillful top, to discuss this very question, okay? And then I've put the pieces of the final lines in big letters, okay? All right, who's your checker?
Uh,
Uh,
Ben wants to check me.
Cool.
yeah.
Tetar yulgi ngowa tang, shejawa la sokpa mute, jitar nampar shipat di wangpoi nupa la kewa teshindu.
Nubale.
Hmm?
Lay. You said law. Sorry. Looking
I-
for something. Grasping at straws here.
Okay, no problem. Le kewa teshindu. Wangpoi nupa dilayang. Wang po penpar jepe nampar shipa yang ngama le ke la nyun ki nampar shipa te yang wang poi nupa yang ngama le keo.
Okay. So he says, if you ask me, what gives the sense powers the power to trigger an awareness of blue? Okay. Well, my answer is in the final verse of Dignaga. And that mentions the essence of the object. Okay. Yulki no. What that means is Jita Nambashipa, the awareness of blue, okay, has arisen from the power of the sense power, okay? The awareness of blue has been triggered by the power of the eye, EYE, right? The eye power, eye sense power, okay? And in the same way, if you ask me, where did the power of the sense power come from? Okay, who gave the sense power the power to trigger a consciousness? Okay, who gave the sense power the power to trigger a consciousness? Who gave the eye sense power the power to trigger a visual awareness? Okay, well, it was the thing that created the Wangbo.
Yeah.
Which threw the Wangbo into existence, the sense power. Well, what threw the sense power into existence? It was the last awareness. Okay, got it? What's the job of the sense power? To trigger an awareness. What triggers the sense power? The awareness before.
Yeah.
Because it comes from the kunshi. Okay, got it? Okay, it's born out of seeds that were created by awareness. Maybe in your last life or 10 minutes ago, okay? Got it? And Ngunkin, well, and then there's a cute thing. The guy says, well, where did that previous awareness come from? And what's he saying? What's the answer? Wamba nupa ngamaleke.
From the ability of the sense power.
Yeah. So it's a circle. It's a circle. Who threw the blue up to my eyes? The sense power. Well, what gave this? How did I know? Well, I had an awareness of blue. Well, what triggered the awareness of blue? Well, the sense power. My eye did. Well, what triggered the eye? Well, the awareness of the life before, the 10 minutes before. Well, what triggered that? The sense power of the life before. Okay, got it? All right. And that's the nature of objects, okay? Yoki-no, okay? All right, let's keep going. Please read. By the way, you're the one who noticed I had accidentally put a Wheel of Life text here. And if you had just shut up, you wouldn't have to be going through this. We could be continuing. Okay.
Most
But
of my
now I'm off on this. Okay.
most of my problems in life come
Please
from
read. No, actually, I'm quite grateful. Let's go.
okay. Tetarna di
Oh, who's checking? Who's checking? Who's checking?
Ben can do it again. He did a good job last time. Tetarna di tate wangpoi nupatang yulgi nampa chengi nampar shepat di nini pensungi yuchen dunjokla yutang jebui gyupat di du ki tokma yang mepe dini tokma mepe tu par tawar jao.
Good. De tar na ditate. And so this is the way it is. Wamba Nupa, the power of, how do we say capacity? The capacity of the sense power to trigger an awareness, okay? And the awareness of the object that the sense power triggers, they are therefore causes for each other.
Yeah, mutual causes.
Yeah, they are cause holders, meaning each one's cause is the other. Yu Chen, each one's cause is the other. Okay, therefore, and that's the way they operate, Juk. Therefore, this Gyupa of Gyudan Debus,
This stream of causes and results,
yeah, he even uses the word for,
lineage or
yeah, lineage, okay? Student, teacher, student, teacher. The student becomes the teacher, you know? This lineage of cause and effect has been going on Tobma Mepane.
from time with no beginning.
Yay! And you should understand them, Tawar Cho, as being things of time with no beginning, okay?
Beginningless stuff.
Yeah, as beginningless stuff, okay? Let me see if it's worth it to go on. I think that's enough, okay? And here's the actual lines from the Mikpatakpa, okay? Here's the actual lines. That's the essence of the object. The capacities are mutually caused. And it's been that way for time with no, it's been operating that way for time with no beginning. Now, why did Tsongkhapa use this quotation? Okay, let's tie it up, okay? Then we can go on, okay? Way up here. He said, so the guy was asking, is there a difference between the
Appearance and the actual operating?
Yeah, the appearance in the kunchi and the sense awareness, okay? Is there a difference? And Tsongkhapa says, no, it's the same thing, okay? Because Dignaga said that, okay? And that came from a long argument about, I mean, that flowed out of the glass of water discussion. That flowed out of the glass of water discussion. Because if you don't believe that, then you're not a mind-only person, and you cannot accept that different beings would have a different perception of an outer object, okay? Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, so Kappa, if you really try to follow his thinking, it takes you like 3 days, right? All right. Then he quoted himself and said, I already talked about this, which was very modest.
Oh yeah.
he did a Lungi Drupche by quoting his own book, which I've rarely seen such a thing. Okay. What was the last class we had? Let me see.
10-1.
Oh, by the way, I got you some dessert here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
he
yeah,
meant,
the 12.
well, he mentions two kinds of constructs. He
Yeah.
mentions two kinds of constructs, the Yenlak Chunyi and the De, Depa, Tata, Maumba.
Yeah, the past, present, future.
Yeah. And then he's asking, what's the status of these kind of objects? You know, I understand blue is ripening inside the kunshi. I can deal with that. But how is it that you have highly conceptual ideas and constructs like past, present, and future? Is that also coming out of the kunshi, or the divisions of the Buddha's teachings, the 12 divisions? By the way, there's two famous Yenlak Chunis, right, Sugang?
Yeah.
So you got to be careful when you see Yenlak Chuni in a scripture. You got to make sure which one it is. Okay.
Yes. Few
The
meanings.
The most common one is yours. The most uncommon one is words, because he's so uncommon. Okay. Which is the 12 divisions of the Buddha's teaching. I thought you might like to go through those quickly.
Yay. Let me
Because-
tran-
You're going to have to write a footnote about them anyway. Okay.
Okay.
And by the way, the reason I'm doing this exercise is I want you to get a feeling for how arbitrary they are.
Yeah.
And they are not very defensible. They are really just what the guy made up. And that's why Tsongkhapa uses them as an example of a construct, because it could have just as well been anything else, okay? They are not self-evident divisions of scripture. They are highly subjective divisions.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's why they were chosen for the question. And it was an interesting choice by Tsongkhapa, okay? All right, so please, who's the checker?
Berta.
Yay, Berta.
Great, thank you.
Tomorrow. Okay. Sungrab. Okay, Berta, I'm gonna make one mistake, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
On purpose.
Okay, one on purpose. Maybe another one, but not on purpose.
And he's gonna make a second one not on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Sungrab Yenlak Chuni. Sangye ki Songpe Chuche ki Chunam Yenlak Tetsen Chuni Su Dupa Te. Doi de Jang ki
Chang. Ching. Oh my God. Ching.
Young.
Yang.
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 Yeah. Ki ne pe te lung tu ten pe te sik su che pe te che tu ju pe te leng shi te topa ju pe te tabu tapu chung we te kepe rap ki de shintu kepe de me tu chongwe de ten la pap pe teo.
Nice, nice. By the way, this is from the Great Dictionary. And I repeat that it would be a great achievement of our group if we could translate it. You know, there was a group in England tried to translate it, and there were some fights. The professor who sponsored the scholars got in a fight with the scholars from Tibet. And actually the scholar from Tibet was a Chinese congressman. So I think he's a member of the Communist Party. And there was a disagreement. And the author is a great scholar. And so the book was never published. The translation was never published. And when pieces came out, it was very heavily criticized, I think unfairly, by Tibetan scholars in the West. So I think it would be very interesting. I believe the owner of the dictionary is like People's Publishing House in Beijing. It's a Chinese government publishing house. And I think it would be a great achievement if we could make a deal for us to translate it, because it's an incredible dictionary. And okay, so anyway, that's my sales pitch. I would do it myself if I had more days. Okay.
Ken,
Yeah.
I'm almost done the input.
Say again.
I'm almost
Oh
done.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an incredible dictionary, and it would be a great contribution to scripture. Okay, Surya Lianlak Chunyi, the 12 divisions. And by the way, you've done a great job. I think it's 4 years or something, right, of work, right?
Thanks.
Yay. The 12. Okay, now the reason I praise the author, look how sensitively he defined the 12. Sangye ki sungbe jeje ki chenam. He didn't say jeja, he said jeje. You want to take a shot at that?
That he is speaking, not that he spoke.
These divisions of the, okay, normally we say middle way, Prajnaparamita, Abhidharma, logic, Vinaya. That's jeja. And he very sensitively says, this division is by jeje.
Oh,
The subject?
No, that's jeja.
Oh, right, you just said
The
that.
division into Vinaya, Madhyamika,
Right.
Abhidharma, that's by subject matter. But turn it around.
this is by
The object.
what was said in each particular part of the text.
No, that's subject. Give me the opposite of
Oh,
subject.
the object.
Yeah.
The
Well, meaning how do they express? What's the style used to give the teaching? What genre of writing is used to express
Oh,
the subjects? And this division into 12 is not made by subjects. It's made by style of writing about the subjects. Okay, it's a very cool division. Okay. And this dictionary author caught it. Okay. Chunam, Yana Desan Chun. And by the way, I tried to find a good Galupa description of these 12, and I thought the dictionary did a better job. Okay. Which doesn't happen very often. But anyway, let's divide it into these 12. They can be grouped into these 12. First is Dode.
sutras.
What do you guess might be the style of writing about a do?
Like how the
Do.
no, like how I mean, oh, what, brief? You mean?
Yeah, good. Yeah, very
Yeah.
probably.
I got
Okay.
the clue.
Now, Yangi Nyepa. What if we use yangs to do the expression?
Songs of utterance.
Yeah, so somehow musical, maybe. We're just guessing. I'm going to give you the definitions later.
Okay.
How about Lungduten?
Prophecies.
Good. Nice. How about Sikjes?
In verse.
Yeah, expressed in verses. Perfect.
Mm.
Eda Jupa.
For a particular audience.
Great. Wow, you're on a roll, man. Lengshi,
Incidences.
yeah, stories of what happened, okay?
Yeah.
Tokpa Jupa is Avadana.
Oh. Avadana. Isn't that stories of saints?
Yeah, exactly. The word is very complicated, okay?
Okay.
De Tabujung. It's a category called De Tabujung.
That's what they did.
This is what happened. Let me tell you what happened. There's something happened, all right? Then there's Kiraps.
Past life stories
Yeah, Jatakas.
of the Buddha specifically, right?
Usually, and the difference is Tokchus are about non-Buddhas in that life. and
Ah.
Gyebas are about our Buddha in his past life. Then Shinto Gyeba, you can guess. Shinto Gyeba.
The opposite of Doide?
Yeah, these are really go on very long. What might this include?
Prajnaparamita and 25,000.
Exactly. And that's the classic example of Shinto Gyeba. Then Metatua, Nick, Mozart. Sorry. Yeah, Mozart.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yat.
Wondrous teachings.
Yeah, wonders like unbelievable stories. Okay.
Great stories.
Sorry, I was having computer issues.
Oh, sorry. And then Tenla Papa means
Presentations?
yeah, like kind of boring outlines of things. Okay. Okay. Now I thought you might like to read the definitions from the Great Dictionary of the groups that are not obvious. Okay. So I didn't give you all 12. I just gave you the ones that are not very easy to understand. Okay.
Is
And I would start with Jan. What's that?
Is Sixtuche the same as Karika?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So now this one's a little confusing. Something to do with a song or something.
mm-hmm.
Nyepa means expressed.
Yeah, we had it.
Expressed in song. Okay. Let's read the definition. Who's checking?
Bertha should again. She has to redeem herself.
Yay.
I
Any word you could start out with the same mistake.
was thinking. Okay. Janki.
Yang.
Oh,
She'll never forget that one.
ya po, muy bien. Yankee, nepe de sungrab yenlak chuni ki nipa utang tamar siktu chepe Yankee nepe dode namte nentu ki dode de nu tu tokso.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of means ornamented by music. And what it means is this is the second group, Nipa, among the 12 groups of styles of teaching, right?
Okay.
And in the middle of the text, or at the beginning or end, at the two ends, right?
Mm.
You'll get a song meaning some verses.
Yep.
Okay. And it will be used, the sutra will have those as part of its style or its expression. Okay. And you see this in Partsik. You see great lamas who will, they'll throw in a verse after each chapter. You know, that's the chapter about this. That was so amazing. Let's go on to the other. Okay. Okay. And by the way, the 12 groups can be grouped into the Pitakas, and they can be grouped into Mahayana and Hinayana, and then crossovers. Okay. So he says group number 2 belongs to Nyenta.
Listeners.
Yeah, it's a Hinayana category. You'll see it in Hinayana sutras. Okay. Okay, this style, this kind of style. Okay, I thought you might want to do the shloka or the karika. Okay, here we go. Who's checking?
We will have Jewel.
Yay, Jewel.
Okay. All right. Siksu chepe de sungrab yenlak chuniki shipa siksu chepa ni la sokpe ton tunpa perna somtang do de genki sikche tabui te nentu ki do dei do nu tu tokpa shikgo.
Good. So what is the versed category? Okay, what is the versed category? It's the fourth
Mhm,
of the 12 styles of scripture.
mhm.
You might have 2 or more lines. So Sikche can also mean line. And Sanskrit is typically 2. And then it comes out as 4 in Tibetan, usually, like Abhidharma Kosha, okay? So it might be 2 lines, it might be more. And those are used to express the meanings, okay? Express some meaning, okay?
Mhm.
In Timba. For example, we could point to the Tsom. These are these verse summaries. Chedu Jupe Tsom is the most famous one.
Angioms?
Udana Varga. They use poetry to teach people, okay? And the Dode again is a very famous example, he says. And all the 5 works of Maitreya are versed, okay?
Mhm.
So he says you could take the Sutra Alankara or you could take other ones. These are written in verses. Now the Yangki Nyepete had verses sprinkled through it to make it pretty. But the Sixtu Chepete is completely written in verse. The whole text is written in verse, okay?
Mhm.
And that again is considered part of the Nyentuki Dode.
The listener.
Yeah, the Hinayana Sutras. This is a style that you will see in the early sutras. Okay. Who's up?
Let me see who's up. What about Timmy? What are you doing out there, Timmy?
He's asleep.
Is he sleeping? I don't blame him.
He doesn't feel well. You okay, Tim? Are you there?
Not gonna bother him.
I think his head is on the keyboard.
Seiji. Seiji. Seiji, you want to criticize
Right.
me?
I can't-
Always.
I know you do. Te tabu, tapu, excuse me, chongwei de. That's Sanskrit. Oh no,
It's probably Iti Vertica.
iti
But
vertica.
a lot of those Sanskrits in the Great Dictionary are messed up, so I wouldn't worry too much about them. Okay,
They are messed up. I noticed.
don't even go there. Okay.
No problem. Songrab Yenlak Chuni ki Gepa Nyungi Tamgyu ki Jorwa Tang Denpar Tunpa Perna. Do de le Gyapa Tapu Dulwe Denu Tuto.
Good. So it happened like that. The category called "It happened like that." Okay, all right. This is the 8th group of the 12 kinds of expression that you find in the Buddhist teachings, and you will see Ngungi Tamgyu means stories of past events. Okay, Jorwa, you will see compositions based on previous stories, okay? And that's the way the teaching is done. And we can point to the 100 rites, the sutra called the 100 rites, Vinaya rites, okay? Which is part of the Vinaya Pitaka. So now he's, rather than putting it into Mahayana or Hinayana, he's putting it into the one of the 3 Pitakas, which is what the Gelugpas do, okay? All right. And now, who's up? Let's try to finish these 12. Yay! We got 3 to go. We got 3 to go.
Catherine, are you busy?
Ooh, Catherine Yen. She's very shy to criticize.
She's translating now.
Oh, she is.
Oh, that's why she's shy. Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I can find there's many other people who want to criticize me.
Yeah, I'll criticize you anytime.
Thanks,
I wonder
Kat.
if Linda's there. Is Linda there?
Is she? I don't know. Oh, she's down here. What about, wait, Linda went last time. Penny Wong. Hey, Penny.
Yay, Penny Wong.
Yes.
You have such a good headshot. You should criticize. Okay. Okay. 신투게페 때 송랍 연락 추니기 낭 낭세 바로투 진바 추소 게파르 둔바 perna ge drink du zum tabu tek chengi do de nu to tokpa shik.
Nice. You guessed this one already correctly.
Oh yeah.
Shindugepa means what?
Very extensive.
Yeah, very extensive. This is one of the 12 styles of scripture. Nangsei means what?
Of the group of.
It's a member of the group. Now it's interesting, he didn't number it. Okay, maybe he was tired. By the way, that dictionary is so huge. It would be very difficult to maintain consistency in a dictionary that big. Okay.
That's pretty good, but sometimes.
Oh, they did an amazing job. Amazing, yeah. Parotichimba, for example, the
Prajnaparamita in 10.
no, it just Parchin.
Oh, Parchin. Oh, the lower middle way.
No, the 6 perfections. Okay.
Oh, 10. Oh, the 10. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to the 6.
Yeah, and it's a funny example. You know, he's not giving his example yet, but he's already giving his example. Why? He's not giving his example yet, but he's being cute. He's showing off.
I don't know, because it's extended.
He expanded the 6.
Oh, yeah. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, got it? It's funny. Okay. So these are expanded presentations
Oh,
of things like the 10 perfections.
yeah.
Okay, he's joking, okay?
That's
For
good.
example, there's the ge, ding, and do versions of the yum.
Of the mother books. Oh, the mother. Oh, it means the perfection of wisdom, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this belongs to the Teichengi Dode.
It belongs to the sutras of the Mahayana.
Yeah. I'm interested, you know, it'd be interesting to go through the whole Kangyur and split them up. I bet there's extensive Hinayana scriptures, but anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. But the huge ones are Mahayana, we have to admit. Okay, we got 2 more. We got to finish them. Let's go.
Let's do
Who's
it.
up?
I don't know. Tang Tang,
Uh-oh.
are you there?
Yes.
You're not doing 16 things or something?
No, I'm not.
Only 15. Only 15. She can do more.
Okay. Okay, you criticize me, okay?
Will do.
My pleasure.
Maywanti. Okay. Me tu chungwe de sungrab yenlak chuni ki nangse shikde nen tu tang jang sem sangye nam ki yunten tang shingi kupa samgi mi kappa no
Well-
sorry. Cup.
Kappa.
Oh, Kiap. Yeah, good. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Kiappa. Ngotsar. Medu. Chungwa. Tenpe. Donamso.
Okay, so Metta Chungwa means what?
The amazingness.
Super amazing style. Super amazing style. Okay. This is one of the 12. He didn't say which one. And it is describing the Ngotsar and Metu Chungwa and Samgimi Kyapa.
It's describing the amazingness and the amazing.
Amazing, miraculous, unbelievable, inconceivable. Shingi Yunden Kupa.
The qualities of the Buddha paradises.
Yay! And the Yuntens of the Sanghas.
And the great qualities of the Buddhas.
And let's throw in the Nientes and the Changsems.
And the listeners and the Bodhisattvas too.
What sutra might be thrown into this group?
The Medicine Buddha Sutra.
Hey, okay. Lots of amazing stuff, amazing descriptions, okay?
Yeah.
All right, finish this one and we're done.
Okay.
Who's checking?
Tang Tang again.
Ooh.
Happy to.
She did good. I missed. I
Tough lady.
actually messed up. Good. Okay.
By the way, she's your sister, you know that?
She little sister. She doesn't
Stole
make
a
as
lot of money from me. She took a lot of,
good job, Tang Tang.
yeah.
Thank you.
You two guys are the hole in my left pocket and the hole in my right pocket.
Perfect. Okay. Tenla pape de songrab yenla chuni ki chuni pa chunam ki rang chi seni kepartun pa perna chun chu nupe den tap hui hu.
Yeah, if you translate, we can finish your class. You translate.
Okay. Tenla pape de the presentation section.
Good.
Sungrab Genlak Chuni, of those 12, Ki Chuni Pa, it's the 12th. Chunam, teachings, Rang Chi Tseni, Gepartunpa, and those teachings give extensive definitions of.
You got to read it as Rang Dang Chi Teni.
Oh, it gives self and general definitions?
It gives like we just had the general description of the heaps, and then we had the definition of each of the 5 heaps, right?
Right, it gives general presentations and then it gives more particular presentations.
Yeah, and that was called Dakya and Zeya, right?
Right, substantials and more
And nominal.
names.
Good.
Just name. Yeah.
They're kind of talking about the distinction between nominal and substantial, okay?
Cool.
Gepartum.
Like Rangsen and Chitsen.
Exactly.
Oh, cool. Now I get it. Okay. Perna, for example, Stanley's books.
Yeah.
Abhidharma Pitaka, Abhidharma basket.
Yeah. And by the way, the Pitaka is the one by the Buddha, right?
Right. The books
yeah.
on wisdom.
Yeah. All the Abhidharma teachings by the Buddha. Okay. Yay. We're finished this class. I can go to dinner.
Yay. That's my last class for this term, Geshe.
Yay. Wah. Yay.
Exactly. It's a mixed gift.
Makes a mixed reaction.
Thank you.
You're welcome very much. Thank you for being so smart.
Thank my mom. Here she is. Say hi, mommy. Say
Hey, Mom. You did a good job, Mom.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Do
time.
we get to see her?
Yeah, we want to see.
Yeah.
Yay,
Not
Mom.
done up. You want to show your head, mommy? Come here. Just your head.
Don't be
Hold on.
shy. Yay, Mom.
Yay!
It's got to be
Mom.
genetic. It's got to be genetic.
Wow.
Now I see where your
So
your
cool.
beauty were.
My mom is extremely smart. She's a little math genius here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
That's why you're so good at stealing money from me.
Okay. Sashi Buki Jochi Meko Viraviki Nende Napadi Chindu Nite Wali Okupunanda Chinga Iram Kuran Gewadi Kewoku Sunam Yeshe Tok Tok Shin. Sunam Yeshe Le Jungwe. Ampa Kuni Topa Sho.
Yay.
Yeah, we did it.
Hey, Tung Tung, I'll send you an email when I get home tonight, okay? Late.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Okay, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Okay.
Yay. Nice
Thank
job, Word. Thank you.
Where's Geshe-la?
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Geshe-la. Thank you, Word.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Thank you, Word.
Thanks, Mom.